Timberwolves have had a tough stretch here. They've dropped 6 straight, but they'll catch a Clippers team that's been on the road for a week. We'll have the tip from Target Center next. Lineups, and for the Clippers, it'll be Terrence Mann at point because Patrick Beverley left the game Wednesday in Toronto with a concussion. He is out tonight. Got Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, the 2 leading scorers for the Clippers, Mo Harkless and Ivica Zubac. For the Timberwolves, Andrew Wiggins and Jarrett Culver, Josh Okogie, Robert Covington, and Karl Anthony Towns. Edition uniform unveiled tonight. Jarrett Culver and the Timberwolves will control the opening.
A number of games before PG joined them. They lost 4 of those games early on.
Backdoor. Karl finds Andrew Wiggins.
Triggers that back door.
Numbers drop steadily, but that would make sense as the Timberwolves just aren't playing as well, and offense in general hasn't been going as well. Paul George going for one thing Kawhi Leonard did and often does, besides hit a jump shot like Kawhi Leonard. Leonard puts the shoulder down off the glass. Towns, the dribble into Zubac, the spin, and the bounce.
So they're going to bring in Montrezl Harrell, and they're going to bring in others. You've got to get Karl involved while Zubac is in the game.
Towns with a head of steam. Threw it right up.
Down with his right hand on top of Maurice Harkless.
Zubac is just a big body, 7 feet tall. George takes the screen from Zubac, rolls to the basket, but George will take it himself. Thanks, Pete.
I'm just looking between a common foul and a flail, and it's not.
And the shooter has some responsibility too. Drives it in, gets his own rebound for a moment, but then it goes to Terrence Mann. Terrence Mann, the rookie, making his first start tonight. Leonard, tough look at the 3. Okogie with the kick out finds Towns. Nice touch from Karl Anthony Towns. So
there and let Karl Anthony Towns eat right now. Karl's 3 of 4. He's been the most effective player on the floor for Minnesota.
Paul have scored for the Clippers. Shot fake from Leonard. Baseline 2 up and over Wiggins.
Pin downs for guys like Kawhi Leonard. He'll just back you down, and you see PG knocking down another triple. For
LA, with Kawhi Leonard taking the jump shot. And Leonard,
he's a killer.
5 of 6. Teague coming off a 32-point game, tying his season high. Karl Anthony Towns hits the 3. In this game, only 4 players have scored. Harrell follows his own shot a couple of times and gets
for 4 points a game in the second chance variety. Montrezl Harrell is also number 2 in the NBA in points in the paint for
in the paint.
A lot of green in the paint as well.
Teague in the paint. Leonard uses the screen from Harrell. That was a deep screen. Offensive rebounding's best in second chance points. Teague up and in. Jeff Teague with a couple of Anderson off the mark. Lob pass, Napier to Wiggins. Officially a bench player. Backdoor for Wiggins. Second time that has worked this quarter. Napier to Jang, and a nice pass he had before the quarter ends. Wiggins takes the screen from Towns. Steps back behind the 3-point line, hits it!
Los Angeles Lakers, and I don't care what the Clippers can do. I mean, the Lakers are always going to be number 1 as Trez. Those 23 draft picks are incredibly valuable for OKC to get another one. Paul George knocks down another one of the Lakers. They already got LeBron James, and when AD is going to the Lakers, the Clippers had to do that.
Week. Was that Tuesday? No, Wednesday. Next week, Wednesday. George.
Possession by possession, quarter by quarter. And they forced that turnover just by playing hard, having pressure as PG again.
And here is Paul George. George steps back from Covington, and PG hits it. 7.
With no Lou Williams, no Patrick Beverley, you got other guys having to handle the basketball. Handle the Barack a lot. Good defense there. Nice job by Teague.
And Teague will hand it off to Covington at the last second, 5th board of the game.
Good job that time to not let Kawhi Leonard back down.
Teague high off the glass. Defensive try on the rebound by the Clippers. And here's a Kogi, head of steam.
Wow.
Kogi's shooting 80% from the free throw. Or that OKC, yes, was called. And on your team, you love it. 18 points left in the first half. Towns steps back from Zubats. Three-pointer good for Carl.
It's early in the game.
This is Minnesota's first lead since it was 600 diamonds in that ring.
It looks like a ping pong ball in his hand.
Working in the lane and working on Culver. And that'll be...
He's got 0 points.
Paul George stops just ahead of Carl Anthony.
Into the wing pick by Zubats gave Paul George a wide open look.
Wiggins finds Covington and Cov converts.
Strong kick game.
He catches a shot in rhythm. He takes a rhythm three. He's got a high percentage. Kawhi Leonard.
You almost got to readjust how you're playing him.
Wiggins gets his way to the...
He's just physical, too more physical than Andrew Wiggins. 27 points. He's just a different kind of super. Good closeout by PG.
Covington.
He does is at the rim. Most of his shot attempts are inside 3 feet.
Man kicks it out to Paul George. And George in the corner. He'll take...
It just hurts versus Towns, Covington, and Wiggins.
Yeah, and that time he gave it to Terrence Mann on the turnover. George converts. Trying to kick it out to Culver, but active hands. And Paul George ends up with the basketball. Feed to Zubats. Now it's George behind the back pass to Zubats. Fighting through the lane and through traffic. Wiggins just been pounded out there beyond the three-point line when he has the ball. Like one of them, where it almost...
But
they're good defensively, and sometimes it seems like they're on a power play. On the shot clock. Has the ball stripped away, got it back, and Andrew Wiggins ends...
Against a really tough defense. I mean, these guys are a bunch of pit bulls out here.
Second chance try.
Single time. If you're going to call it with 1.1 seconds to decide a game,
then it should be called.
It should be called all the time.
Good, the fleshy part, though, between the elbow and the shoulder. 3 points from the corner, and before the game, just if he notices, does he, are there times Jeff Teague hits the shot? Are there times where he's even Doc Rivers is surprised at how aggressive that guy who just to have a run in them here in the second half. George gets free for three, but he has set a season high. Teague leaves it for Towns, who missed the first time. George, little pass left for Harold. Plows over Teague.
Wow.
Probably like to see that number higher. Teague. Nice little practice this team has had with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard together. Teague.
9 to James Harden. Where will Paul George and Kawhi Leonard end up as Towns?
10 of the 11 of Minnesota's final 11 in the third quarter. All 10 of Teague's third quarter points came right there at the end. Minnesota's got 12 assists.
They're playing a ton in isolation.
Okogie strong on the three, but Carl Anthony. And now the Wolves need a stop. They're not going to get it that time, though.
Themselves. PG and Kawhi Bentley in that regard, and then Carl Anthony.
But couldn't lose Walton Jr. All the way to the other side. Teague works it around and in.
The Clippers are keeping it. How simple are they keeping it? Paul George off screens or pick and roll. Kawhi Leonard in transition. A lot of times.
Covington went for the steal on the defensive end. Didn't get it. Regroups. Leonard hits the three. Hit all of them.
Both have 40 points now in the game.
Towns and
time for them to get 40.
George frees himself up for a three. Patterson tips it to keep it alive, but he tipped it to Okogie. Then Josh Okogie
shrinking up to a thimble.
Teague gets it to Carl. Towns open for three and one.
5. And Derek still 2 out.
Exactly. Paul George, tough three-point shot is short. Oh, tipped in.
Pump fake and let him fly by, or pump fake and drive it.
Lob pass into Harold. Good time for Wiggins here. The give and go from Towns. Carl Anthony Towns. big.
Back to 6.
George drives right into Karl Anthony Towns. The Wolves cannot have too many more empty possessions here. Wiggins with the 3. And he hits it. Andrew Wiggins within 5. 2 minutes to go. Harrell drives and gets the basket. Covington to Towns. Into the paint. Oh! Karl Anthony Towns is down and holding his knee.
No.
Oh, that is a horrible, horrible sight. Karl Anthony Towns went up for the shot and came down the way you see it, and he is standing up in his own. Oh my gosh, he's walking.
Greens.
Wiggins passes it out. Okogie to the rack. Gives it up to Wiggins. Off the glass for 2. It's a... Leonard just operating there in the corner. A little strong. Ball is loose. Leonard has it. 17 of 17 from the free.
Single game high.
It out to Teague. Teague doesn't take...
Point shot. 2 possessions. We want to foul Montrezl Harrell.
Teague Walton Jr. has... And this...
Guys with 40 plus.
Clippers bench gets it into Wiggins. Wolves are going to need to score quickly. Covington puts up the 3. Short off the rim. Leonard with the rebound. Minnesota's not going to foul. And Montrezl Harrell will just let the clock run out. An impressive